First of all, I want to thank everybody for taking time out of your day to partake in this webinar. We've had a lot of good feedback on it. We're actually in the process of doing some revamping of it. Information is going to be pretty much the same, but we're just going to do some stuff to make it a little bit more up to date, if you will. My name is Jason Spangler. I'm the flooring division manager here at Wagner. I'm responsible for both the Rapid RH and for the full line of wood moisture meters that we have. One thing I do want to say is I have to apologize. We're having some technical difficulties. So as far as being able to get any of your emails, I'm unable to get any of your email questions. So I apologize for that. So if you do have any questions, please don't hesitate to call me directly at 800-634-9961, extension 235. There are a couple questions though that I do get quite often that I figured I would at least throw out to you guys. One is I have people that will ask me how to determine what the thickness of the slab is. And in a perfect world, you have construction documents, you have in revamping or remodeling, if you will, they do retrenching or they do trenching to move plumbing from one spot to another, so you can actually look at slab thickness in that situation. But worst case scenario, what I see people do quite often out in the field is they will take a smaller diameter, not the same 3/4 inch drill bit that you would use for the Rapid RH, but a smaller diameter drill bit. They'll drill all the way through the hole, all the way through the slab, and then they'll take a piece of pliable wire and make a J-hook out of it. So you take that J-hook, make it a little bit bigger than what the diameter of the hole is, you push it down through the slab. As it gets to the bottom, it springs out a little bit. You pull it up until you feel tension on it. Mark a spot at the top of the slab with like a Sharpie or something along those lines, pull it all the way out, and you can see where the radius is, where the J-hook was at, and where the Sharpie mark is, and it gives you an idea of how thick the slab is. Obviously, you don't want to do that all over the slab. As I say humorously, you don't want to turn the slab into Swiss cheese, but at least doing it in a couple spots will allow you to have done your due diligence to be able to get some reasonable understanding of what that slab thickness is. The other question I get a lot is on elevated pan decking. And when you look at the pan decking, you're going to have thin areas or thin thicknesses of concrete, and you're going to have thicker thicknesses of concrete. A couple different ways that is done out there. One way is that you can get a very inexpensive metal detector that works much like a stud finder for identifying wood studs in a wall, but this metal detector can scan across the concrete and it'll have a strong enough signal to pick up the high spots of the metal pan deck. So you can identify the one spot, move it, basically mark those two off, and then you're going to drill in the middle of that. You're going to drill 40% of what the thickest portion of that pan is. That's one way to do it. That's one way that people do it. The other way is there's actually some talk of people doing a calculation for effective thickness where they take a portion of the thin coverage and the thick coverage, add them together, and then come up with a 40% calculation based off of that and drill anywhere on the floor. ASTM standard right now is silent on this specific application either way, but those are a couple of the different ways that people are actually doing it out in the field. Again, apologize for the technical difficulties that we're having, but if you do have any questions, my name is Jason Spangler. My phone number is 800-634-9961, and my direct extension is 235. Thank you, and have a great day.